Hey everyone, it's the Pink Vegan Barbie here. I'm going to show you guys how to do a really nice, beautifully bronze natural look today. So there you go, here we go. Get started. Alright, first you want to put your foundation on, and I tend to usually always use like a cream or a liquid foundation just because my skin tends to be a lot drier. If your skin is more of an oily skin or combination, you'd probably prefer using like a foundation stick or like a powder or something like that. Just something that's not as liquidy, I guess. Okay, so you just want to blend that in everywhere, and if you have dark circles under the eye area, I would recommend using a concealer underneath the eye area first. So just blending that in everywhere. Blend, blend, blend. And I like to put it on my lips and my eyes as well. And then I use the fingers just to make sure it's all blended in properly. Okay, so now I'm going to be using my bronzer palette, which I'll be using mostly today. So I'm just using it on the cheek area instead of a blush. This will be my blush instead. And then I'm using my highlighter to pop that underneath the eye area, just so that when the light hits, it gives you more of a glow. Okay, so I'm going to be using a different brush, just more of a thinner brush, and doing a bit of contouring on the nose. And see how I create lines, but then I will blend that in, and I always go in a bit of a circular motion. So now I'm creating lines on the cheek area, and with that as well, you want to make sure that you've got about 2 fingers from the lip area, and then that's where it should start your contour. And now I'm doing it on the forehead. And the reason why we contour is because we either want to make something look a lot smaller, or you don't want something to show up as much, or you want something to look a bit more defined, like the cheek area, you might want to make that look a bit more defined. And then with highlighting, you want to make sure that the highlighting is next to it because it does contrast. Okay, so just blending that in. So now I'm using the highlighter like I just told you about, and I'm using it everywhere else pretty much. And then I'll be using the same brush and just using that on the nose to add the contrast. Okay, so still using the bronzer palette, I'll be using the orange color and using that on the eyelid. Such a nice color, this one. And who would have thought that you could use a bronzer as eyeshadow? I did. Okay, so you're working that in. Okay, next using the brown again for the corners of the eyes. And notice how like the corners of the eyes are always a bit darker, or just a bit of a different, yeah, so they always tend to be a bit darker when you're doing like the classic eye look, or just a different color in general, but generally a bit darker. Okay, so it's always in a bit of a C shape, and then you're working your way in. So I'm using yellow and using it on the inner corners of the eyes, and it's really good if you've got smaller eyes like me. It opens up the eye area, and as you can see, I'm putting it underneath as well. And I'm using the brown again underneath the eye area and just sort of blending that closer to that one. So back to the yellow and working it underneath the eyebrows. Just blend it all in. Blend, 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 blend. Blend as much as you have to. Okay, now I'm just adding the eyeliner pencil for the waterline. I always tend to go for black, but if you've got a white, that'd be also nice as well. So now I've got my gel eyeliner, and this is more like a cake eyeliner, and you're adding the gel and you're mixing it together. Mix, mix, mix. So we're adding that to the upper lid of the eyes. And you don't put that on the waterline at all because it will sting like hell. So try to avoid getting that into the eye area or even the waterline. But it really does give you a really nice defined look. I love it. And it lasts all night, that's for sure. Okay. So next we're going to be getting the brown again from the bronzer and using it as an eyebrow shadow, I should say. But if you've got an eyebrow pencil, you can also use that if you're confident in using that. Right, so next you want to be using a mascara. Now if you've got eyelash extensions, you probably don't need to do this, but if you also have fake eyelashes with you, you can pop that on. I don't have any with me because I'm in Thailand, and I mean I could purchase some, but there's probably no point because there's no one here that I have to impress. So yeah, just pop that on and just do a bit of a zigzag, and then I just sort of do a bit on the ends. And that's how you do your mascara. Next, I'll be doing my lipstick, which I just bought yesterday. It's so nice. It is cruelty free, and it's quite moisturising, this one. It's like a light pink, and it will look really nice with your natural look. And with this look, you can wear it to interviews or anything like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and enjoyed subscribing to my channel.